another video. So we are now over halfway through, probably a third of the way through of February, which means that this month we have already experienced two kind of special dates, holiday dates. The first was Valentine's Day, which was a week ago, and the second one was Pancake Day, which is actually known as Shrove Tuesday, which signifies the start of Lent. So I don't know whether you guys celebrated either of those days, whether you gave gifts to people on Valentine's Day or had pancakes for dinner on Shrove Tuesday. And as there's still flowers and pink stuff and chocolates and love hearts everywhere, I thought why not today discuss relationships. So when I say the word relationships, what comes to mind? Maybe straight away in your head you think of pink love hearts and red roses and chocolates and flowers and cards and maybe even kissing. Or maybe you think of something completely different. Well, the word relationship doesn't just relate to boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife. It relates to anyone you know. You have a relationship with your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends at school, your teachers. You have a relationship with your youth workers, with your pastors, with people in your church. The word relationship actually means any way in which two people are connected. But as you know, we are in lockdown, and some of us haven't seen our friends or our family members for nearly a whole year. So how can we keep our relationships going through lockdown when we can't see anybody? The Bible tells us that we should love one another as Jesus has loved us. But this is super hard to do, especially at a time where you can't see people. And those you can see are in your household and you probably live with, and I can almost guarantee that there has probably been a time over the past year where you've got a bit frustrated with each other, where you've been with each other for too long and constantly, and maybe you have got a bit annoyed. So how can we love one another when people are getting on your nerves or you can't see people? The first thing we can do is FaceTime. FaceTime is the next best thing to in-person conversation. It is a great way to catch up and talk to your loved ones and your friends and your family. FaceTime also ensures that the other person really understands what you are saying. When you text or you speak over Facebook or Instagram, it's quite difficult to tell the tone of someone's voice. On FaceTime, not only can you hear the tone and hear what they're saying, you can also read the other person's body language and see how they are feeling. This then prevents any miscommunications and potential upset. Another way that you can show love is by having patience. We're all going through a tough time, we are all feeling it, and maybe you're waiting for a text back from someone who hasn't replied to you for a long time, or maybe someone in your house is just getting on your nerves. But by having patience and trying not to react or get annoyed really shows God's love. I'm sure there have been times where God has had to be so patient with us. We should try and reflect that to those around us. Some practical tips on how to have patience is maybe if you're getting annoyed at someone, you need to just go out the room. Walk out the room or walk outside, take some big deep breaths and count to 10 and then enter again. Try and take your mind off of it. Or maybe if someone's not replying to you and you feel like they should be replying to you, try and put yourselves in their shoes. Try and think about maybe why they're not replying. And then by putting yourself in someone else's shoes, it's easier to have patience with them. Another way to show God's love to those around you is by writing a letter or sending something to them. Maybe you haven't seen your best friend in so long. Why not see if there's something you can send them? It doesn't need to be expensive or extravagant. It can just be a handwritten note to say you're thinking of them. Or maybe you see something in a shop that reminds you of them. Why not send it to them? Receiving something in the post that's unexpected can really cheer you up. I know it cheers me up. And it also reminds the person that you're thinking of them and you love them and you want the best for them. Finally, another way that you can show people that you love them is by offering and praying for them. Not all your relationships will be Christian ones. I'm sure you have got some non-Christian friends, but you can still pray for them, especially if they're going through a tough time, just by saying, hey, how can I pray for you? It shows that you care and that you want to try and help. And they might reject you, they might say no and laugh in your face, and if that's the case, that's okay. But even if they don't show it, I think people still appreciate the fact of wanting to pray and help out. That's all we're going to touch on today, but next week we'll be back with another video and we're going to talk about romantic relationships. But until then, we're going to leave you guys. We'll see you on Monday for Roblox and Zoom and Wednesday for Energize. Bye!